What's up, everybody? It's your girl Danny. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're new here, also welcome. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe. I'm gonna give you a minute. Okay, time's up. Have you done it? Don't forget to turn your notification buttons on so that you don't miss a single video. I post every Thursday. Right now I'm doing the Drawcember Art Challenge. Now what that is, it's a collection of daily drawings over the month of December. I started on the 1st. I'm going to wrap it up on the 25th as part of my Spread Joy initiative, and they're super cute and fun, so be sure to check those out. So let's get right into today's video. Gifts to make your kids smarter, because we all want smart kids, right? Today is a gift guide for parents who want to raise smarter kids, who want to be a little bit more mindful and thoughtful in what it is that they give their children. Now, with the holiday in full swing, I just recently, I'm pretty bad. I always do my holiday shopping like 2 weeks before Christmas, which is wild. But I did just pretty much wrap up what I was going to give my kids, and I thought it'd be a really great idea to share for those of you who might still be grabbing some last minute things or looking for last minute ideas, or are very much like me and left it all to the last minute, or kind of like down to the wire, like, what will I get? This guide's for you. But first, for a little bit of context. So a long time ago, I set out and I said to myself, when I started having kids, that I wouldn't buy them toys. And it started off really well. I wouldn't buy them toys. If they had any toys, it was because it was gifted. Up until maybe when they started being able to ask for toys, I kind of caved, and I sometimes would buy them stuff. Because like any parent, you want to make your kids happy and you want to satisfy them. And what I've come to understand is that they will ask you for things. And I mean, you know, they don't really need these things, but you think they're going to give it some kind of value, only to realize that it's going to be in the trash maybe 2 months down the road. And so when I came to realize, like, okay, yeah, I'm satisfying them, but I'm also wasting my money, I kind of had to circle back to the original game plan, which is not buying them toys. I want to get my kids, or I always want to be mindful of getting my kids stuff that will help boost their intelligence. To be very honest, unpopular opinion perhaps, most likely, but I don't really trust the educational system to really educate my kids. I also feel as though it's a system that kind of, you know, for lack of a better word, like raising sheep, where it's a one size fits all. And besides, they don't have the manpower, they don't have the bandwidth to actually educate every kid based off of their individual needs. So if you take that into consideration, I always feel that it's on the parents to make sure that you're educating your kids with the excess tools or the extra tools that they need to do better and thrive in this life. I'm looking out for my kids' skills, what they're really good at, what they like, and foster those skills while encouraging to and supporting in the areas maybe that they're not doing as well in. So when I gift with that in mind. And so let's get into the gifts that I got this year. I want to start off by saying that none of these are sponsored, none of these are like ads or whatever. I totally bought all of these out of pocket. These are things that I saw and caught my eye when I went shopping and that I just want to share. Okay, so first up is I have the mix and match puzzle that I got for my daughter. It is 3 puzzles, 24 pieces. You can't really see, but there's an elephant, there's a panda, and there's a penguin. And you can even kind of like mix them, so you could make a penguin. No, that didn't work, right? I was trying to do panda to penguin. Okay, anyways, but you get what I'm trying to say. You can kind of like mix it up, which makes it kind of fun. She is into puzzles. This is 4+. She is turning 6, and so it's a little under her age, but I thought it was really cute and really looked like her. And again, she loves puzzles, so I think she'll really enjoy this. This is a really great way to keep her busy. She likes to come and be like, Mom, I'm bored, what do I do? So she could totally puzzle it up. I also do like to usually get gifts a little above their age group. But again, when I was looking, it was like way above her age group, and I felt like this could still work. Next up is this book called Amulet. It's kind of like a comic book, Le Gardien de la Pierre. I got this for my son. I'm really trying to foster and encourage reading in him. He's not a big fan, but I find if like, it's hit and miss. I've had some misses, but I have also had some hits where if it's interesting enough and the story's engaging enough, I could get him to sit down and read it over time. And so in order to help him with his reading, help him foster a love for it, to like enjoy finding it, like not work, but enjoyment in reading, I find these adventure books to be really interesting. Also, my kids do speak French, so this is in French and it's part of a book series. I was trying to find another book from a series that I had gotten him. Like, I got him the first one, but I couldn't find the second one, the sequel. So I figured I could just start a whole new series. Next up is this book for my daughter. And it's called Nos Boucles au Naturel, but it's actually Hair Love. It's the French version, and honestly, I remember we used to watch Hair Love on loop, okay? And so I thought it would be really cute to get her this. I'm heavy on the representation, guys. And it's important for me to get books for my kids where they see themselves reflected. It's still a challenge, especially now that my son is getting a little older and he's starting to read like, more novel-ish tween books. Representation is lacking, but I try to make sure I get books that have a lot of representation. And also, like, okay, this is about hair. I don't have a problem with the story. I think it's super cute. Like I said, we watched the movie, or the short, but I try to also avoid books that are like about specific like features. Like, I like it when it's subtle. Like, it's not, oh look, we gotta love our hair, oh look, we gotta love our skin. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, but I want it to be more natural. Like, Susan gets a puppy, just a story, and it happens to feature a little black boy, or it happens to feature a little black girl, or it happens to feature an Asian child, or what. Like, I just want story. Just normalizing that we're just all people living and having experiences in the world, right? Okay, so the next thing I got, this is for my son, and it is a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon set where it's kind of giving Legos, so he has to build these Pokemons rather than catch them. Get it? He's a big fan of Pokemon. He likes to draw, so I've gotten him like the sketching, how to sketch your Pokemons and stuff. And now he's gonna build them, right? He's gonna build them. I like things, very much like the puzzles for my daughter. I like things that keep them busy, that makes them use their brain. We know that it's really good for problem solving and, memory making and all that stuff. So these are the kind of activities that when there's some downtime, I'm kind of like, okay, go read your book, or go do your Legos, or, now it's going to be go make your Pokemon. And it's kind of combining what they love, Pokemons or whatever. And knowing that at the end he's going to have his very own Pikachu that he made is like rewarding. So building that sense of like doing, completing task and being rewarded at the end with the accomplished finished work. Okay, so the next one is the National Geographic Geodes kit. And honestly, this is very hard for me to get excited about because I feel like I'm always buying rocks, and rocks are everywhere. My son loves rocks. Passionate about rocks, like from childhood, takes them, like sometimes they'll come home from school and if I'm doing laundry, pockets full of rocks. He's always like, look at this rock and it has this specific detailing. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm all here for encouraging it, fostering it. Last year I had gotten him the the rock set. So it was like a bunch of rocks, and it has a little book inside that tells you about the rocks and where they come from and all that stuff. So this one is Geos, where you get to do some smashing, you get to discover crystals. He's into crystals too. We have gotten kits in the past where we make crystals and you watch them grow. And so this, once again, was on his Christmas list of things that he wants. and I'm here for it. It's educational. It combines his passion. It helps him learn about stuff. He's still passionate about it. I'm actually like, I've been trying to reach out to like different geologist companies. I don't know what I'm reaching out for exactly, but just to see where this trajectory could lead him, what I could do to help encourage it some more. So I think he's going to be excited about that. I did good. Now, this fun thing over here is knit a cactus. And this is for my daughter. She asked me about teaching her how to knit. I don't know how to knit. But she asked me how to if I could teach her how to knit. And this was like in the spring. And so when I saw that, I was like, this is totally my daughter. And I think it'd be a great mom-daughter activity. I admit that a lot of times my biggest challenge with these kind of toys is it also requires a certain level of attention from me as well to help them, teach them, do it with them, and experiment with them, which I don't always have the time for, unfortunately, but it is great to set time aside. It's quality time. It does all of that. It combines all these elements, and that's what I really love with these gifts as well. We're going to learn how to knit. I don't know that this had an age. It says 8 and up. That's okay. See, I told you, I like to level it up sometimes. I'm not worried because I would do it with her. I honestly, sometimes I'm like, when I want to doubt that my kids can do something, I remember that there are kids in third world countries who fully cook, clean, row a boat to school for an hour, don't have parents, take care of the family, hold it down, right? And that's not to say that I'm trying, I should make my kids do those things. No, I think that's unfortunate that kids have to do that. But all that to say is that kids have the ability. They are adults in training. They have the ability to learn. So don't underestimate your kids. Don't sleep on your kids. Don't be like, they can't do it. No, they could do it. Give them a little push within reason. And I don't have a doubt that my daughter will get this done. I'll report back in a few months. Last but not least for the video, because I did order a couple of things on Amazon that I will touch on really briefly, but for video's sake, is this that I got mostly for my son, but they can both actually really enjoy this. And this is the virtual reality human body. I was totally excited about this. So first of all, my son has been obsessed with the human body as a child. I remember I used to have this app and he would like play with the eyeballs and the nerves and the whatever. You need to know, you have a body, so it's good to know what's going on in it. And I think this is a really fun way to integrate. It has a book that talks, oh my gosh, a book that talks about the human body. Unfortunately, I couldn't find this in French. But it has a lot of information. It actually has a human body with internal limbs and stuff that you can put together. And the VR headset that's supposed to give you like an immersive, it's falling! Let me put her down. And then it has the VR headset that supposedly gives you a immersive experience into the human body, which I can't wait. I don't want to open it, so I'm not going to put it on or anything, but I can't wait to like see what it's all about. I think they're going to love this. I have an Oculus, and sometimes we do play. We haven't played it with it in a while, but we play with virtual reality, and they have really like a blast. So this should be really interesting. They actually had dinosaurs too, and my kids also love dinosaurs. But I was like, let's do something that's a little bit more, I guess, relatable, seeing as they have a human body, and then we can explore the other options and versions that they have if this is a hit. So for things that I didn't mention, not much more. However, I did get my daughter a learning clock so she could learn to tell time. I think that's really important. A friend of mine suggested it, and he was totally bang on. I think it's good for them to learn those kind of things, and the earlier the better. And just, everything's digital, but it's good to have these skills because you just never know. Then I got her like a cash currency kit, whereas Play Money, where she can learn about the currency and the dollars and the toonies and the $5 bills, and we can kind of play and exchange money. So she has a concept of that. And then I got for the both of them, it's more so for my son though, it's like a world map game. And that's so he can have more world knowledge and know where things are. Like, I feel like kids nowadays can't tell you where a country is on a map or tell you name 5 countries. You know what I mean? So that is how I'm going to be combating that. I also want to get each of them new Bibles. I don't really want kiddie Bibles with images. Like, I want just, I guess, kid Bibles, but like that are kid friendly, but not with the pictures and stuff, because I want them to start reading and having an appreciation for that for themselves. All right, and so that's really it for me for today. Tell me, what are your thoughts as a parent? Like, what is important for you for your children? Like, when it comes to toys or gifting or whatever, like, what is your stand? Are you team toys? Are you team like educational content? Share it in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I really always enjoy my time with you guys. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, keep growing, keep learning, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.